Good morning. Happy Thursday. Well, this is as far as I got yesterday. Got the structure put in here. And he wanted to continue with what they had in the front here. They had carriage bolts. I don't know, it's kind of black on black. Don't know if you can see them, but here and here they had carriage bolts run through it, which, you know, that's what he wanted. A lot of times they'll fiberglass those in on these fiberglass hoods. This is what he wanted. That's the way I did it. This hood continued, got a cross, continued with that brace, and then put a cross brace in it, and it's got very little flex now, as you can see. I mean, it barely. So what I'm gonna do now, what I'm building now, I have over here on the table, I started shaping it up last night. I got this piece here. It's a 4-inch piece. I'm gonna end up cutting that in half. A piece of steel. I'm gonna cut that in half. And that's gonna run, because he doesn't like this, you know. Fiberglass, pretty floppy, whatever. That's gonna run right off of the side of this here, run down the side, and he wants carriage bolts in this too, so that's carriage bolts, and that'll keep that from flopping around. Then he's gonna put a different type of latch. It's gonna come off of that piece of metal. That will run, that piece will run about right here. So he wants to hook a latch to that, some sort of a latching mechanism for the bottom. He doesn't want to use this hood pin down here. So that's the plan on that. He brought this sucker back in. As I told him, he put this car fender on here, and I told him that the wheel rub, and he said he wanted to go take it and drive it anyway, and then he told me the wheel rubs. I said, yep, that's what I told you it was gonna do. But so now he wants me to address that, so that's what I'm gonna do. But yeah, we looked this thing over yesterday, and it is, boy, inside and out, it's pretty dang solid. He's gonna let me, I don't know if you can see that rake in the front end, but I asked him if he'd let me level the stinking thing up. I can't stand that. That's one thing that the big three, none of the car makers can get right, is squish. You know, for some reason they can't do that math. They just don't know how to figure that out. Tailgate, all nice and shiny. Inside looks good. This hatch works, locks. It's good, man. Pretty solid truck car. But yeah, they just can't figure that squish out. I don't know why it's so hard for them. It's on that stock Blazer frame, and so it's got the General Motors rake on the front of it, or whatever you want to call it. It's not supposed to be there, so he's gonna let me level it up, which is good. Just takes a block and longer shackles, man. I mean, different springs, but that's not where. I'm just gonna stick a block in it. He's not gonna be doing anything rough with it. If he was actually gonna be working the truck, I probably wouldn't go with blocks, but in this case, I think it'll be all right. So anyway, that's what we got going this morning. Hey, did any of you guys catch that Kamala interview last night? Yeah, me neither. What a fool. Anyway, later.